All right, imagine this. You're 16 years old, you're incredible at CSGO, and you're demolishing some of the best players of all time.
This is a good round for my BRs. They're out. This is what you want, to blind that guy from his initial vision, but how is he able to get two there? They need to be scaling out of the balcony. That one guy big pit.
But when the game ends, after you win, people aren't singing your praises. Instead, all you get are death threats. Nathan Leaf Orf was once one of the most promising young up-and-coming CSGO players in the world. He came out of nowhere and everyone was talking about him.
Leaf, he could do this if he just stops the bomb, but it seems like nobody's gonna check him. Leaf swings, and Leaf stops it. Now he's going for the third, and Leaf will take it all.
But then, everything changed.
I do still think like the clips are suspicious, but it's not really in my right to do anything about it.
The only reason he's getting called out for cheats right now is because they're no-namers. They've never seen him play. Well, how can they judge him?
But Leaf didn't take the cheating accusations lying down. He blasted his haters in one game and then did it again in another.
He's in a spot for something special here. He gets one, gets two. Huge. Looking for more. He's going to get flashed up. Tries to get to safety, but Mitch is there with the cross. Leaf gets a third.
He was working with practically nothing there other than his aim, but that's all Leaf needs.
If you've heard anything about Leaf over the last couple of months, it's probably one of three things. That he was once one of NA's most exciting CSGO prospects, that he was falsely accused of cheating, or that he's one of the most unlucky players in esports. But things didn't start out that way. Leaf began his CSGO journey in 2018, making a name for himself on FACEIT and ESEA.
They're going to charge up Art side. Lots of MDL experience on Blitz Reborn side. 4 players having played an MDL before. Loner going to get that frag. Over on Swan, Leaf finds Spongy as well.
If you peek out mid, hello, you're just going to walk right into a firing squad. That's going to initiate the push for the T side here. Leaf will be leading the charge onto the A site. 8 out. Leaf tagged down to a single point of health. Unbelievable that he's staying alive right now.
Despite being just 15 years old at the time, Leaf rose through the ranks of amateur CS pretty quickly. He hopped between a bunch of up-and-coming rosters and always stood out as one of the best players on the server.
Down to 2. Leaf has the MP9 long range. He's able to take down 2. Now it's B Wills, but the SG trying to shut down this streak from Leaf to try to take this map for under 21. In a spray, he's able to at least get that burst. Leaf, are you kidding me? And look at this setup here. Twice he's gonna be trapped over to the boiler area, but Leaf is gonna catch 2. Trapped because of a flash, and once again he's gonna go for some more. 4 kills for Leaf.
Leaf was actually so talented that halfway through 2020, Chaos Esports Club, one of NA's scrappiest orgs, took a chance on him. And he did not disappoint.
Leaf is looking to prove himself as he has no teammates to help him survive. 20 seconds on the clock. Leaf, he could do this if he just stops the bomb, but it seems like nobody's gonna check him. Leaf swings, and Leaf stops it. Now he's going for the third, and Leaf will take it all.
This Leaf is razor sharp, man. That is such a big play. It's 2 big plays. Zeppa and Leaf to get combined for 5 kills.
That was Chaos dumpstering MIBR, and you have to understand that that was a big deal. You see, back in the day, MIBR was one of the most legendary rosters in CSGO. These were 2-time major winners who took the CS world by storm just a few years earlier. But time hadn't been kind to MIBR's old gods.
And surely that bomb, they need it down right now. Fur is gonna be in safety. He can't swing for it here. They do line up for it. Oh, and it's a $500,000 comeback for Mad Lions on Train. Outrageous.
So when Leaf took apart MIBR to secure a tie at the Blast Premier Spring Showdown, the famously feral Brazilian community kinda went nuts.
They're already going to be met by Fallen's AWP, and he collaterals them. Oh my goodness. MIBR, they make it happen. 6 rounds in a row of ridiculous 1 versus 2 from TRK, and the resilience from the Brazilians is enough to tie this up.
And then, a few weeks later, Chaos and MIBR faced off again. This time at CS Summit 6, where things were close until Chaos pulled ahead and Leaf went crazy.
It's not planted for him. Oh boy.
He doesn't have a kit either.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
Big kill by Taco there. Now they know that everything's gonna be in front of them, but Leaf, the young gun you were talking about,
Oh,
Yeah.
Leaf.
This is a good round for MIBRs. They're out. This is what you want, to blind that guy from his initial vision. But how is he able to get through there? They need to be scaling out of the balcony. That one guy, Big Pit, and Leaf just doing a great job.
The issue was that as far as the Brazilian fans were concerned, Leaf had gone a little too crazy.
This is very tough because they know last year come from Spawn. They got the deep smoke thrown, and the GG is about to be thrown at us. Chaos toss a massive upset here to start off NA feeling righteous.
As soon as the series ended, social media exploded. Brazilian fans were outraged at what they considered an unthinkable loss, and they started to accuse Leaf of cheating.
I was going to say he needs to kill onto apps to like kind of push in, but it doesn't really happen.
Uh, 4v5 has turned back into a 4v4 here as they are on the bomb site with the potential to get positive trades here.
They even threw Zeppa, one of Leaf's teammates, into the mix, claiming that he'd used an aim lock. But things were about to get even worse. MIBR's longtime opper and in-game leader, Fallen, seemed to support the accusations against Leaf, and that only added more fuel to the fire.
So basically what happened on that day is we're playing this game against Chaos. I didn't feel anything different during the game, to be honest. And normally you're playing a BO3, you're not checking social media, you're not doing anything like that, you're just playing the game. And we lost the game, and there wasn't anything different from normal from the gaming perspective from a player inside the server. And when I jumped into social media to start posting like, hey, we lost the game, and started updating people, I saw a lot of people, like the Brazilian community was reacting a lot about some suspicious clips on the internet, right? And then I was like, yeah, sometimes they do it, even like now against VP, like there's some people, hey, Jamie was looking weird, you know, those kind of comments, they are always there. And on that situation against Chaos, there was like 2 or 3 clips that, on my opinion, were suspicious. And it's fine, like there will be many suspicious clips on the internet, and they have put some suspicious clips for myself in the past, even on LAN tournaments, so those things will happen.
And even though Fallen did eventually back off, the damage had been done.
And my mistake on that day is that I actually saw Derek posting about it. And then that's when I took the wrong conclusion. I was like, dude, this really is real. Like someone else, like a player who actually knows a lot about the game too, is actually finding this suspicious too. And then on the heat of the moment, I was like, dude, this actually looks very suspicious. That's what I wanted to say on my post, right? And then I realized that by saying that, I was basically validating everyone's opinion that this guy was using something for sure, which is not fair from my side. So right after 2 or 3 minutes, I think someone called me out on Twitter and say, hey, dude, watch out, like what you're doing is not cool. And then I went out and say, hey, I'm sorry, like I'm deleting my post, like this is not how I should be behaving, right? So I think I have my rights to find anything suspicious in the end or not, but definitely approaching on social media wasn't the best way to put it. And it might be unfair in some situations, so I'm sorry for that.
Then Brazilian super streamer Gaules got involved. His live stream, or as he called it, the Tribunal of Justice, brought guests on to scrutinize the so-called criminal clips that Chaos had produced. Clips that, according to some, weren't even all that incriminating.
But it looked like his arm stuck out a bit as well.
And that wasn't even on his head! Why are you guys causing all this drama? The only reason he's getting called out for cheats right now is because they're no-namers. They've never seen him play. Well, how can they judge him? Let's say you're Brazilian, you're a hardcore MIBR fan, and your team loses to some no-namers. I'd be pissed too, right?
Before we go any further, it really can't be overstated just how big a deal cheating accusations are in esports. It's one of the highest crimes you can accuse a player of, and whether they're true or not, they can ruin a young player's career. Over the years, there have been plenty of stars who were accused of cheating and succeeded anyway. But there are many more talented up-and-comers who were falsely accused and just couldn't play through the accusations. And some people didn't want Leaf to end up like them. Casters, community members, competitors, everybody jumped in to defend Chaos. And a small YouTuber named Opsy even offered a more technical explanation for those clips.
And he flicks. We turn wireframe on. We can see that the game's engine is not rendering where Fur is right now. It's rendering library, it's rendering boiler, it's rendering some of apartments, but it is not rendering where Fur is, meaning that Wallhack's or any hacks could not detect Fur through the wall.
Unfortunately, there were legions of Brazilian fans who refused to believe that Leaf didn't cheat, and they took things way too far. Leaf, his teammates, and Chaos were all facing an endless string of accusations and harassment. Instead of getting to celebrate their win, they were getting literal death threats. Even Tarek, who continued to doubt if Leaf was legit, made it clear that the threats were unacceptable and downright shameful.
I do still think like the clips are suspicious, but obviously it's not really in my right to do anything about it. And I definitely didn't mean for it to blow up like this. Like him getting death threats, or just like the entire Brazilian community just throwing, or like kind of overreacting, I guess.
But as the CSGO community became more and more critical of the most extreme Brazilian fans, they totally doubled down. Eventually though, after the community backlash got so intense, everyone who accused Leaf of hacking against MIBR began to backpedal and issued apologies. And as for Leaf, well, after being basically forced into hiding by all the threats, he did the only thing he could do: prove the haters wrong.
We've got rifles galore now on the CTs. Limited armor, but still plenty there. Leaf has to do something incredible to save this now. Faction tries to make the play, but Leaf, with just 3 HP, is doing everything he can, and Azza has just been outplayed. Leaf just absolutely run rings around him.
Does he really just go through a smoke to try and get bomb back? I doubt it.
He has to use that smoke as a brief reprieve. Goes aggressively. Spongy puts his head in the way of the bullets. Never advisable, but trying to save the life of his AWPer. Junior's still alive, but not for much longer. And now Penny and Moose, once that smoke clears and disperses, the two of them are on each other's side of that smoke, and finally it clears and Leaf comes in with a couple more. There's the ace, and there's a 4th round for Chaos.
After a top 4 finish at ESL 1 Cologne North America, Chaos took home trophies in both the North American divisions of IEM Beijing and DreamHack Masters Winter. By the end of the year, Chaos had solidified themselves as a top 20 team in the world.
2 left alive, a defuse on the card, but they're not on the bomb just yet. The headshot is landed by Zeppa, and Chaos get it done. We may not know what the future holds for this lineup, but it'll be a damn shame if we don't see what else they have to show us. Back-to-back North American Championship titles. They were grinding their way to the top, and it may have sadly been cut short. No matter what happens next, they can be proud of what they've done here today. Chaos are your DreamHack Masters Winter 2020 champions!
Unfortunately, the global pandemic all but annihilated North American CSGO. Without any real events, sponsor money was drying up, and Chaos was forced to close their doors. Leaf entered the new year without a team and without any real hope of continuing his pro career in CSGO. So, like many of his compatriots, Leaf had no choice but to turn to Valorant.
Hey guys, it's Nathan Orff. I go by the alias Leaf, and I'm going to be joining C9. I'd probably like to be one of the top players in the game. I definitely think I have the capabilities to be so. I was a pretty decent CS player, if I don't say so myself. Definitely achievable to be one of the top players in the game.
And he was not about to let his second chance go to waste.
Leaf's gonna be the first one there. Going in through B long, we'll see if he gets in on the action as Curry takes care of Mitch elsewhere on the map. Leaf stays holding that flank. Oh, Leaf! Leaf does him dirty!
They're expecting to have as an ace in their sleeve on this Icebox pick because, you know, not every team in the game is gonna... And that is a skill jump.
Aftershock's gonna come out, but it's actually cute Fat Boy to peek. Leaf is again with another one, and Leaf finding a third. Does Leaf get the 4K going to the sidearm? Sure.
There we go.
Why not? Leaf, incredible performance yet again in the round.
In just 2 short months, Leaf has cemented himself as not only the star of his new roster, but also one of the hottest talents in Valorant.
He's here with his partner in crime. Leaf takes down Mina. He knows that there's another player there. Player in Hookah has to try to do something now. And Leaf just takes them all down. 4K for Leaf. He was working with practically nothing there other than his aim, but that's all Leaf needs.
The way that Leaf was treated by the CSGO community will follow him forever. But the fact that even through all that, he still wants to compete is a testament to who he is as a player and as a person. Whatever the future holds for Leaf, one thing is for certain. He silenced his haters by rising above them, by keeping his head down and grinding it out, by letting his play do the talking, by showing everyone that no amount of bullying could stop him from reaching the top.
Leaf's in a spot for something special here. He gets one, gets two. Huge. Looking for more. He's going to get flashed up. Tries to get to safety, but Mitch is there with the cross. Leaf gets a third. Cloud9 play this round beautifully, spectacularly.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.